Hi everybody, Coach Jorge here, Capestany. I wanted to talk about a subject today that I think a lot of tennis players kind of struggle with, and it's this belief, believing that you have a chance to win. So I just had a conversation with a coach, a college coach actually, and he was kind of frustrated because he has a lot of the players on his team he thinks doesn't have enough belief. Or belief in themselves. So they play somebody, if that player has any sort of reputation of having a good win ever, his player's like, oh my gosh, I don't have a chance. So, I know as someone, and when I was young, I struggled with this myself. I call it over-respecting. Over-respected my opponent. In other words, I would find a way to kind of elevate them in my eyes and kind of, deflate myself. So I think it's important, obviously, that you respect your opponent. This is very important. But it's very essential in our sport not to over-respect them. Don't give them more credit than theirs due. So what I mean by that is this. If I'm supposed to play somebody, and maybe on paper, they're a little bit favored. Maybe they have a few better wins. Maybe they're a little higher rated than I am. It doesn't mean I can't have a chance to win. That's the beautiful thing about tennis. In our sport, there's all kinds of times where the better player with the better strokes doesn't win. So if that's you, you have a chance. Maybe in tennis more than any other sport. So here's how I like to tell my players. If they're going to go into a match and they're not favored, I don't lie to them. I don't think it's good to have, just this blind belief in yourself that's not deserved. But all you really need to believe is that you have a chance. That's the key thing. You have to go into the match thinking you have a chance. Yes, maybe I'm not favored, but I have a chance to win. Because here's what can happen. If I go out there and maybe I normally would lose to this player 6-3, 6-3, well, today I'm going to play him. I'm going to fight like crazy. I'm going to really keep a lot of balls in play. And maybe I can make it 3-3 in the first set, 4-4. And if by just hanging around, I can make that player nervous. As we get deeper and deeper near the end of this first set, and the scoreboard pressure starts to mount, now that player who thinks they should be winning is kind of struggling, like, why haven't I put this guy away? And then the scoreboard pressure can actually work in my favor. And then I can just hang around and maybe I pull out that set because I'm not factoring in that if I keep it close, the scoreboard pressure would have bothered the other guy. So that's a really important thing. If you're a coach or you're a player, you have to go into matches thinking that you have a chance. Now, obviously, if I'm going to play Roger Federer tomorrow, I don't have a chance. So, you don't have to be crazy about it. But if they're within your striking ability, then I think you got to go in there thinking you have a chance. Don't over-respect your opponent. Just respect them. This is a critical thing, and I think a lot of rec players struggle with this. So I hope that's helpful. If you like it, make some comments. Let me know your thoughts. If you think this would help others, then click the share button and share it on your social media, and I'd be grateful for that. Thanks, guys. Check you later.